Good morning, students. Well, in the last class, in the previous class, we have studied up to nutrition amoeba from second chapter, right? So, nutrition amoeba is over. So, now we'll be seeing further. And even nutrition in humans is also over, I think. Alright. So, now we'll be seeing the different steps involved in the nutrition of human beings. Alright. So, first thing, whatever the food we are going to take it, we have discussed at the beginning of this chapter ingestion. Whatever the food that we are going to take in is known as ingestion. Alright, once the food is taken inside our mouth, that food is going to be mixed with the saliva, and then it is going to be broken into small pieces by teeth. Fine. The food which is consumed will be mixing with the saliva in the mouth, and then whatever the teeth are present in the mouth, it is going to break that food into small pieces. For this process, we call it as mastication. What is that? Mastication. It's a process. It's a process of breaking food into small pieces by teeth. So breaking down of food into small pieces by teeth is known as mastication. Then we all know that human beings have 32 teeth. Alright, like we have incisors, canines, then premolars, and last we have molars. So we find these four types of teeth in our mouth. What are the functions of all these teeth? We'll see it one by one. So first, how many incisors are there? How many canines are there? How many premolars are there? And how many molars are there in our mouth? That we'll study. So first, we'll be having lower jaw and upper jaw. The teeth which are on the upper side in the mouth are said to be upper jaw, whereas the teeth that are below, they are said to be lower jaw. So together this upper jaw and lower jaw makes buccal cavity. Fine. Incisors, we have 4 in the lower jaw and 4 in the upper jaw. Alright. So we'll be having 4 incisors in the upper jaw as well as in the lower jaw. Then what is the function of this? Actually, what is incisors? Incisors are the teeth which are seen initially, front 4 teeth. So what is incisors teeth is doing? It is cutting the food, cutting and biting the food. You can look at the diagram of types of teeth. If you look at the types of teeth, you will be able to understand where are incisors located, where are canines, where are premolars, and where are molars located. Actually, incisors are the one which are front, right? Front 4 teeth. They are said to be incisors. Then the side of that incisors, on the right as well as on the left, we will find 2 canines in the lower jaw and two canines on the upper jaw. As the incisors is cutting the foot or incisors is biting the foot, then what is this canine is doing? It is tearing it. It is piercing it. Alright. So what this canine is doing? It is piercing and tearing the foot. It is piercing and tearing the foot. So incisors, it is biting the foot or cutting the foot, and then these canines, it is tearing that bited foot or it is piercing that cutting foot. Then after that, we will find beside those canines, we will find four premolars and four premolars on the lower jaw as well as on the upper jaw. Then what this premolars is doing? Actually, incisors, it is cutting or biting the foot. Canines, it is piercing or tearing the foot. Then what about this premolars? It is chewing and grinding the foot. It is chewing and grinding the foot. So whatever the foot was bited or whatever the foot was torn after biting, that foot has to be now chewed and it has to be grinded. So that is done by premolars as well as molars. Molars also function is chewing and grinding the foot. Then we will be having 6 molars on the lower jaw as well as upper jaw. Alright, so we have 4 incisors, 2 canines, 4 premolars and 6 molars on each jaw. Means total we have incisors 8 and we have canines 4, we have 8 premolars and we have 12 molars. So how many total? 12, 8, 20, 20 plus 4, 24 plus 8, 32. Then how much? 4 to 6, 4 times 16. So 16 in each jaw we will find the teeth. So 16 teeth are in the lower jaw as well as 16 teeth are in the upper jaw. So total we will be having 32 teeth. Alright. So what these 32 teeth are doing? In that 8 teeth are cutting and biting the foot. Then 4 teeth it is piercing or tearing it, and then the other 8 teeth it is mixing and grinding, means it is chewing and grinding, and the last 12, those 12 teeth what they are doing, they are also chewing and grinding the food that is taken in. So the process of taking the process of taking food inside is known as ingestion, whereas this mastication, it is the process of breaking food into small pieces by teeth. So we have total 32 teeth. In that there are 4 types of teeth: incisors, canine, premolars and molars. Then we have incisors, what it is doing? Its function is to cut or bite the food. Then canines, it is piercing or tearing the food. Then premolars as well as molars, what it is doing? It is chewing and grinding. Alright. Then we come across, are these 32 teeth present in all the human beings? We'll see. So first we'll be having milk teeth. Milk teeth means as the baby is born, after a year the teeth starts coming to it, right? At the age of 6 years, right? Whatever the teeth were there, it is falling because they are temporary. These milk teeth are temporary. Okay, these milk teeth are temporary. Once the baby attains 6 years of age, all those milk teeth start falling and the new teeth starts coming. Is this clear? ಈಗೇನು ನೀವು ಚಿಕ್ಕವರಿದ್ದಾಗ ಹಲ್ಲುಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಬೀಳುತ್ತಿರ್ತಾವೆ ಒಂದೊಂದೇ, ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಟೆಂಪ್ರರಿ ಟೀತ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಯಾಕೆ? ಅವು ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು 6 ವರ್ಷದವರಾಗಿಂದ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಆ ಟೀತ್ಗಳು ಬೀಳಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾಲು ಆಗ್ತಾವೆ, ಆ ಹಲ್ಲು ಬೀಳ್ತಾವ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಸುಮಾರು 6 ವರ್ಷ ಇನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ 6 ವರ್ಷ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹಲ್ಲುಗಳು ಬೀಳ್ತಾವೆ. ಬಿದ್ದಿಂದ ಏನು ಹೊಳ್ಳಿ ಟೀತ್ ಗ್ರೋ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಹೊಸದು, ಅವಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಟೀತ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. So the teeth which are going to fall at the age of 6 years, those teeth are known as milk teeth because they are temporary. They are temporary based. So milk teeth means the teeth which are going to fall at the age of 6. So before that 6 years of age, whatever the teeth were there, they were milk teeth. So once the teeth is going to fall and come, once these teeth are going to fall and come, then they are said to be permanent teeth. Will the child or will the baby get 32 teeth after 6 years? That is the question. And the answer is no. Once you cross the age 6, you will not going to get all the 32 teeth. You will be having shortage. So those remaining, whatever the scarcity of teeth is there, whatever the shortage of teeth is there after 6 years, it is going to come once you reach the age of 18. So how many teeth are going to be missed once this permanent teeth starts growing? So actually, we know that each jaw is having 16 teeth. Alright? Each jaw is having 16 teeth. So here, after the milk teeth fall and come, at that point, you will be not having 32 teeth. You will be having only 28 teeth. So how many are remaining? 4 are remaining. So 4 teeth, that is, they are molar teeth. Actually those teeth are molar, which are at the nearby our neck, right? Here, this part, here we will be having molar teeth. So we will be having shortage of 4 molar teeth. So those remaining 4, whatever this 4 is remaining now, that molar teeth is going to come once you reach the age of 18 years. So once you start entering into the 18th year or the next, then the remaining 4 molar teeth is going to come. Then this 32 teeth is going to be completed. So till 18 years of age, you will be having only 28 teeth. That is 4 less. So out of 32, you will be having 28. The 4 will be remaining. Those 4 are molar teeth, and they are going to come at the age of 18 and above. Alright? Then next, we have to take care of our teeth. So teeth has to be always taken care. In case if you don't take care of our teeth, then those teeth are going to get decayed. It may get decayed, that is referred as tooth decay, or there may be cavities on it, or there may be plaque on it. Then what is this tooth decay, or what is this cavities, or what is this plaque? We'll see it. So tooth decay means once we eat, once the food is taken in, so after taking the food inside, if we don't clean our teeth, then the food particle is going to be stuck in between our teeth. So that whatever the food is stuck in between the teeth, it is going to cause harm to our teeth. In case if that is sweet, then it is going to cause lot of damage. So bacteria is going to grow, and those bacteria are going to be harmful for our teeth. Whatever this bacteria is there, it is going to produce an acid, and due to that acid, the holes are going to be on our teeth due to the acid. So first thing, Harmful bacteria are going to grow. These bacteria are going to cause, or this bacteria is going to act on this stuck food. Alright, and this bacteria is going to produce acid. As these bacteria are causing, as these bacteria are producing acid, due to that acid in our teeth, they start making a hole. In case if there are holes in our teeth, is it good or bad? Actually, if there are holes on our teeth, then that tooth is going to become weaker and weaker, then it will be lost one day. Means that tooth is going to be, it has to be removed one day because there is nothing in it. It is causing damage to even other teeth also. So this acid is going to cause hole on our teeth. As this acid causes hole on our teeth, it is going to cause cavities. ಈ ಸದ್ದ ಇದು ಏನು ಆಸಿಡ್ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಹಲ್ಲುಗಳಿಗೆ ರಂಧ್ರವನ್ನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ರಂಧ್ರ, ಹೋಲ್, ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟೀಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆ ಪೂರ ಒಂದು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಟೂತ್ ಡಿಕೇ. ಆಲ್ ರೈಟ್, the acid is going to cause hole on a teeth. As the acid is causing hole on the teeth, we call it as cavities. Cavities means the acid which results in, the acid which is causing hole on the teeth, that results in cavities, and this is called as tooth decay. So what is tooth decay? The acid which is causing hole on the teeth, which results in cavities, is said to be tooth decay. All right, okay. Then these bacteria are going to grow faster on sugary products, means sweetness. These bacteria are going to grow faster, where it is going to grow faster on sugary products. All right, then bacteria, the food particles and saliva. Bacteria, food particles and saliva, these all three are making a layer on the teeth. So as these all three make a layer on the teeth, for that we call it as plaque. Is this clear? Acid is going to cause a hole on our teeth, which results in cavities. For that we call it as tooth decay. Then bacteria, food particle and the saliva, these are making a thick layer on our teeth. These are settling on the teeth. These are making a thick layer on the teeth, and for that we call it as plaque. Is this clear, children? Students, understood? Okay. Then next we have the organ in the mouth, that is tongue. Yes, it is tongue. What is the use of tongue, or how it is, how it's going to function? All right. Tongue is a fleshy and muscular organ. This tongue is made up of flesh and it is even having muscles in it. And this tongue is attached. It is free at the front. The tongue is free at the front and it is attached at the back. Attached at the back, and this is attached to the floor of buccal cavity. It is attached to floor of buccal cavity. Is this understood? Tongue is a fleshy and muscular organ which is free at the front. So ನಾಲಿಗೆ ಅನ್ನೋದೇನು ಅದು ಒಂದು ಫ್ಲೆಶ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಅಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಸಲ್ಸ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈ ನಾಲಿಗೆ ಅದರ ನಾಲಿಗೆಯ ಮುಂಭಾಗ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತದ ಫ್ರೀ ಇರ್ತದ. ಎಸ್ ವಿ ಆಲ್ ನೋ ದಟ್ ದ front portion of our tongue is free, whereas the back portion of the tongue is attached. It is attached to the floor of buccal cavity. Earlier I said this whatever the teeth are there in the mouth, it is totally known as buccal cavity. So the floor of the buccal cavity means at the base of the buccal cavity this tongue is attached. All right, then this tongue is useful in identifying the tastes. So what this tongue is doing, it is useful in identifying the tastes using its taste buds. So there are many taste buds in our tongue. So each one of the taste bud is going to identify the different kind of taste. And in the diagram, in the textbook they have given what portion of the tongue is going to identify what kind of taste. All right, and also this tongue is mixing saliva to the food, and this tongue as it mixes saliva with the food, the tongue is also helping in swallowing that food. Swallowing nungu, right? The tongue is also helping in swallowing the food. So this was about tongue. So mainly in this process of digestion there are three steps. One is mouth, the other one is stomach and small intestine. So these are three major parts where the digestion is going to take place. One is mouth. As we consume the food, the teeth are going to break that food into smaller pieces. Then that food is moving through the esophagus, which is known as food pipe. From the esophagus, it is moving to stomach, and from stomach, it is moving to small intestine. So these three processes are involved in digestion. Means whatever the processes happens in these three major organs, that is which is involved in digestion. Now we'll be seeing mouth. So generally the digestion of food begins in our mouth. So the first step of digestion begins in our mouth, and there are salivary glands in the mouth. Salivary glands in the mouth. What the salivary glands are doing is, it is forming saliva. As this saliva is going to mix with the food, it is making the food moist in nature. So then, as this saliva is going to mix with the food and it makes the food moist, apart from that, this saliva is having enzymes in it. We call it as digestive enzymes. So what those digestive enzymes are doing is, it is breaking food and then it is converting to sugar. It means whatever starch is there in the fruit, that will be broken down by enzymes. Alright, whatever the starch is there in the food, that is broken down by enzymes to sugar. Is this clear? So mouth is the first step where the digestion begins. Then mouth is having salivary glands in it. Those salivary glands is secreting saliva, As this saliva is mixing with the food, it is making the food moist in nature. Then the saliva is also having digestive enzymes in it. What those digestive enzymes are doing is, it is breaking the food, means it is breaking down starch. Whatever the starch is present in the food is broken down into sugar. So this is the function of mouth. Then next one is esophagus. Esophagus. It is also called by the name food pipe. There are two pipes which are connected. One is wind pipe and the other one is food pipe. For food pipe, we call it as esophagus. Alright. Then what this esophagus is doing? Whatever the food is taken by mouth, whatever the food is broken into small pieces by mouth, that is moving through this esophagus and to stomach. Means the food that is taken, it is transported from mouth to stomach. Alright. What this esophagus is doing? It is acting as a transporter. So this esophagus transports food from mouth to stomach. Alright. Then there will be continuous relaxation and contraction. Right? Contract, relax, contract, relax, contract, relax. So this relaxing and contracting of esophagus is known as peristalsis. Peristalsis. So here in this esophagus, the walls are continuously contracting and relaxing. So the walls of this esophagus continuously contracts and relaxes so that the food is pushed down. The food is pushed down to stomach. This continuous contraction and relaxation is known as peristalsis. So contraction and relaxation of walls of esophagus is known as peristalsis. Or it is also called by the name peristaltic movement. Apart from peristalsis, it is also known as peristaltic movement. Clear? What is the role of esophagus? It is transporting the food from mouth to stomach. So the food is swallowed by the mouth. Once that food is swallowed, it is entering our food pipe. The walls of that food pipe, what it is doing? It is continuously pushing the food to reach stomach. And this continuous relaxation and contraction of the walls of esophagus is known as peristalsis, or it is also called by the name peristaltic movement. And remember, there is no digestion. There is no digestion in esophagus. There is not at all digestion taking place in this esophagus. What it is doing actually esophagus? It is transporting. It is transporting the food from mouth to stomach. That's all. And the walls of this esophagus, they continuously contract and relax, because it is pushing the food downwards to reach the stomach. And this process is known as peristalsis or peristaltic movement. Is this clear, children? Alright. Okay. That's all for today's class. So in the next class, we'll be seeing, we'll be continuing, right? That is from stomach. And for today's homework, what you have to do? Name types of teeth and their functions. What you have to do? You have to write types of teeth. How many types of teeth do we find? We find only four types of teeth, that is incisors, canine, premolars and molars. And their function, what incisors is doing, it is tearing, sorry, it is cutting or biting the foot. Canine, it is tearing the foot or it is piercing the foot. And then remaining premolars and molars, it is chewing and grinding the foot. So this is what you would write. Types of teeth, those four types of teeth, then their functions. Then in the second one, we have studied about oesophagus. So describe the role of oesophagus, that is food pipe. Clear? So that's all for today. Keep doing the homework which is given in the class and keep reading the textbook. Have a habit of reading textbook. Stay home, stay safe. We'll continue in the next class. Thank you.